This commission of NRM, with a lot of happiness, would want to applaud the Supreme Court and President Museveni and the NRM fraternity for the ruling. That ruling is a landmark in the history of Uganda. As an historian, that ruling buttresses my argument that Uganda's political problems and complete political decay of the 80s and 60s was not as a result of bad rulers of 70 years and above. It was as a result of young rulers of 26 up to 41. I can, as an historian, give you evidence that the first government of 1962 was a government of the youth. If you want to know that Grace Bingira was 28 years. You also want to know that Apollo Bote, Militon, was 37 years. You may want to consult the Kabaka's government. Kabaka Mutesa was 40 years. If he had escaped 39, because Kabakas are not old, they are young, he was 39. If you want to ask me about Adoko Nation, by then he was 27. If you want to ask about Sam Kakonge, the then UPC Secretary General, ladies and gentlemen, he was 28. If you want to ask about the parliamentary system they adopted, it was a young democracy. So with the evidence, I want to thank the court and the parliamentarians who actually removed the age limit. And thank President Museveni for standing quiet as the law takes its course. He has no choice but to be a candidate for NRM. He has no choice. I'm talking as NRM Chairman, Electoral Commission. President Museveni has no choice now but to present himself when time comes as a candidate. Bobi Wine has no choice but to try what he wants because the age bracket has been removed. Bring your youthful candidates, we bring our 75 candidate, year-old candidate. We shall meet in the field. Among the Japadola of Tororo, bulls meet in a place they refer to as Kisia, where they go to drink water and lick salty sand or salty soil. That's where they meet and they fight. And the winner comes out to actually overthrow territories. I want to call upon the fraternity of NRM. Come out in yellow. In Kisoko sub-county where I come from, we are going to organize for President Museveni a resounding another victory party for NRM. Either end of May or beginning of June, I'll give you the dates where I come from. We are going to organize a celebration to welcome this age limit and the success story. Museveni is a gift. A leadership gift. I know my friend, my brother of NBS and NTVs are looking at me, and my brothers of other whatever. I'm saying what I can qualify. And I know don't you upload this one, but upload all. Radio, you can remove your phone, but I'm saying, you want it or not, Museveni is a gift to NRM and Uganda. You cannot see electricity going everywhere. Roads going everywhere. Security of every person. Even opposition leaders can be in their homes for one day and they move out to Gandbari. And you say that this is not a government. Government of Uganda has the right to defend the integrity of Ugandans, both who are in politics and those who are not in politics. That's why when you demonstrate, and demonstrate carelessly, you are destroying the politics of tomatoes, the politics of breadwinners, sellers, the politics of street vendors. So let's all play politics in Uganda in a disciplined way. As NRM Electoral Commission, I want to ensure that we get maximum number of MPs. Now we have 308. We have 32, and you have been misrepresenting independence of NRM. NRM independents in parliament are only 32 out of 308 flag bearers. When we finished primaries, there were 709 who stood, but only 32 passed. I want to end when my deputy has come. That lastly, I want to read this again. The commission would like to congratulate the President of the Republic of Uganda and Chairman of the NRM, H.E. His Excellency Kaguta Yoweri Museveni, and the entire NRM fraternity for having won the age limit case in the Supreme Court. That was history. Desist from engaging in any election illegal practices as spelled out in the Electoral Commission Act, the Parliamentary Act, Presidential Elections Act, Local Government Act, and other related ones. People are giving maize. As we speak, candidates, unfortunately, even in Tororo, where I come from, yesterday in Peta sub-county, I'm told one candidate took a truck full of maize seeds and saying, I'm giving you these maize seeds, remember to vote me coming election. That is a malpractice. We have requested the local radios in Tororo and the TV which covered it to give us the download. If you're a minister, if you're a permanent secretary going to go for elections, if you're a government official, a teacher, please ensure that you don't use your current position. You don't use your current position to actually mess up those areas. Call me Honorable Judge. Elections have not started. Campaigns have not started. So we hear people are taking hoes to the villages. People are securing Operation Wealth Creation maize and taking them as maize from the candidates. I've heard of some constituencies in Western Uganda. People are donating cows so that people know them. You are actually acting outside the law. When we get you, and we get you with enough evidence, we shall actually request you to follow the Parliamentary Elections Act. Remain steadfast, patient, and calm. Thank you very much.